wrap up, we have to cover the PulseChain, the great PulseChain.com news, the great from Richard here. Devs beat the bug. They got to stage 9 complete in Aragon. This means the likely remaining metadata. Basically, the stages will complete after stage 9. All the clients testing now. Tooling be prepared for launch. Tooling be prepared for launch. And this is this the machine that's like got like 1 terabyte of RAM? It's crazy. Must be a lot of validators running on it. I imagine having that BP specs. Anyways, what do you think? Is this the update before testnet v3 launch? How do you see this?
Well, I mean, you always get the people who see any update they get from Richard and they say, "Oh, PulseChain is going to launch within 24 hours. I heard it." Right? And okay, but then you get some other people, some really smart people in the community like Gamma DevOps, Gamma. Great guy, by the way. If you need nodes or you want to know about all this Aragon Pulse stuff, look, he's the guy to go to. He's got this stuff figured out. Anyway, you go to a guy like him and he might say, "Oh, well, there's all these other steps that might have to be completed. It could be another 3 weeks to a month, but nobody knows," right? So we don't know what's still left. So this is all the back end stuff. What about him relaunching his PulseX contracts? You know, and he's got to point his front ends to all the right contract numbers, and they've got to test that, make sure it's all functional. Maybe he still has to run the fixer bot thing. Is the chain running enough where he could be just buying up all the liquidity now and doing the fixer bot process, or do we have to wait till the whole thing is complete? Right? I don't know. It could be tomorrow. It could be a month from now. Nobody knows. But it is cool to see updates because it gives us reassurances that, oh, cool, they're making progress. They're not just stuck, right? So I do like seeing updates, but that doesn't necessarily mean PulseChain's launching tomorrow.
Yeah, I would not bet money in 24 hours for sure, no matter what kind of tweets you see. That's an interesting point, though, on, you know, the AMM bot. Is that fixed? Is it going to wait to do it in, like, is it going to be running in testnet v3? Or let's say it isn't, and then we have testnet v3, the public testnet v3, and then we have a private pre-launch. I don't know if you call it private v4 or something, where maybe the AMM bot runs. I doubt they're going to just run it.
I think they've got that launch. I think they probably got all that figured out. Like where, you know, I think we'll see testnet v3. Let the community go play with it, try and break it. You know, let the community spool up various validators so they know how to do it. You'll see guys who are spooling up nodes for graph and, you know, subgraph stuff that's pulling and scraping data from the chain. You'll see all sorts of dev teams that now actually can go in and figure out, okay, this is what, like, they figure out their whole process, right? You do want to give all those people time because that's your infrastructure. That's part of your infrastructure for a healthy chain. So, like, I don't think you'll see testnet v3 launch and then, like, the next day it's like mainnet. Some people believe that, but that's a little bit reckless. You want people to run all sorts of smart contracts through that thing and see if there's any other bugs or problems that weren't identified.
It almost fits too well into the plans of 2 more months and all that. Yeah, I definitely think that there'll be some time between launch and testnet v3. It just makes sense, right? People need to test stuff. It's like, why? If you're going to wait 23 months for something, why not wait, 25, 26, whatever. Why does it matter?